Which ash seeketh embers.
Alright, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kata Hain, and you are wonderful. Thank you for watching, thank you for being here. You may notice that I look a little bit different, and that our friends are gone. No! I spent some time in Firelink doing a bit of upgrading, a bit of leveling up, doing a bit of changing around my attire. I didn't decide to go with the fire upgrade to my Uchi Katana since it removed the scaling, and I'm not quite ready for that just yet. And I put on some new clothes. I purchased through use of infusion, or I can't remember the precise wording, but using great souls to turn into weapons and items, I managed to grab this spear and a interesting ring. All that footage will be displayed right now.
You're an unkindled, aren't you? I am Cirrus, of the Sunless Realms, former servant of the divinity. Duties we each bear, but one's duty is a solitary affair. I doubt we've much to gain from fraternization. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
I'm a servant of the moon, eh? Of the divinity? Or what used to be? Or you used to be a servant thereof?
I doubt we've much to gain from fraternization. Blessing of the moon.
Well, thanks anyways, and that is some cool armor.
At the foot of Lothric Castle, an old path still runs below the tower in the undead settlement. It was used to transport sacrifices to the Cathedral of the Deep. You should see where it leads, if you've the stones for it.
Larger stones than you, cackling fool.
You haven't given up yet. Then you're a brusher lad than I thought. You can make better use of this.
Oh, hey. Oh, actually, thanks for that.
I don't need it. Not now I've flown the coop.
I wonder where he's from. His armor, while looking somewhat incomplete, has a strange design to it. Overlapping scale is very angular. And he's got quite the sword on his back. Again, I wonder, and I might try this in a subsequent playthrough, perhaps in New Game Plus, what happens if you just straight up kill the NPCs that you come across? There's always a consequence, and an advantage and a disadvantage to doing that in the Souls series. Ah, you returned, friend.
Well, hasn't it been some time? I'm Leonard, the Ringfinger. Remember me? I slipped you those red eyes some time ago. You're making quite an effort of it, so I thought you might like to know. If you yearn for a proper red-eye orb, one that is uncracked, then kill the Dark Wraith, survivor of the land swallowed by darkness. He has been a prisoner for many ages in the deepest cell in all Lothric.
Wow, okay. So Dark Wraith still lives, like an original Dark Wraith, all the way from the fall of New Londo? The implications are staggering. How he was imprisoned or how they've kept him this long, well, only who knows. We're gonna have to find him.
I can see it in your eyes. If you didn't invade, didn't pillage, whatever would you do?
Well, funny enough, Leon, the professional, as it were. I didn't use any of those cracked red eye orbs, so, well, ain't that something?
If you fancy then kill the dark Yasmin. I can.
Alright, well that gives us a bit of a bearing anyways. We have a bearing.
Fret not, for I am.
Oh, we can give him the kiln.
Oh, belike it is a transposing kiln in thy possession. Seen better days, but methinks it shall suffice. Now, bring to me a twisted soul. Transposition is the art of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. In transposing a twisted soul, its true power transferred to thee. Thy purpose is to seek lords and slay them. What's to fear in a little transposition now?
Ah, okay, so he is the merchant that allows you to take souls of great lords, the souls of the lords of Cinder, and turn them into weaponry or armor, perhaps? Let's check it out. Soul of the Rotted Greatwood gives you the Hollow Slayer Greatsword. Greatsword used for a lifetime by a masked knight harbors the fears that lurk within the minds of hollows and is particularly effective against them. Bestowed to a proper Mira knight long ago, two-hand to execute special sword techniques. Interesting. Hunting hollows and a Mira knight. Maybe that's reference to an NPC I didn't manage to discover or learn the full story of in Dark Souls 2. Ah, the demon's great axe. Just a soul of a demon is all you need. A demon soul. The great axe, favorite among demons, contains the strength of fire. The demons born of chaos harbor fire, and yet they are twisted and malformed such that they were never meant to be. With weapon art, briefly cause flame within to flare and smash it upon earth and foes. That's pretty cool. I wonder why we didn't get a demon soul from, well, the demon we fought in the middle of the undead township, the undead settlement there. Vort's Great Hammer. Great Hammer wielded by Vort, the Outrider Knight of the Boreal Valley. Weapon is imbued with frost and causes frostbite. Frost accumulates in the body, causing frostbite, which saps one's health, lowers absorption, and slows stamina recovery. The weapon art is anchor weapon in earth to temporarily boost poise. Damage reduced while activated. Okay. Astor's Spear. One of the curses that festered within the belly of the Greatwood, and a terrible weapon favored by Earl Astor the Impaler. The spear is enwreathed in rotten, heavily poisonous meat. Defeating foes restores HP. Skill. Take a large step forward and make a shield-focused thrust to puncture enemy shields and inflict damage. Interesting. So he was one of the curses that was present in the curse-festered Greatwood, or curse-corrupted Greatwood. Demon's Fist. Demonic Fist that burns fire essence. Its wielder can increase the power through use of its skill. Two-handed, you get dual fists and can, Mike Tyson punch out everybody. And the skill is a flaming whirlwind. Spin through opponents with abandoned flaming fist out of stretch, using a strong attack while spinning utilizes your momentum to slam the ground with both fists. Oh god, it's the windmill attack. And Pontiff's Left Eye, which uses Boreal Valley Vort's soul. Bewitched ring that Pontiff Sullivan bestowed upon his knights. So Sullivan being the Pontiff, or the Lord of the Boreal Knights. Recovers HP with successive attacks. Knights who peer into the Black Orb are lured into battles of death, transformed into frenzied beasts. No wonder the Pontiff only provides these rings to those dispatched to foreign lands. Sounds like a nice guy. I might pick that one because there's no way I'm going to be using the mace, and that ring gives lifesteal, which is really good for a dex character who has to rely really heavily on not getting hit and dealing damage hard when they have the opportunity. We'll grab that, and I'm interested in the spear. It has a dex rating or scaling of 6. It does poison damage, or 6C, and a strength scaling of D, which is not bad. Physical damage is pretty good. It's got a pretty good critical. Honestly, I think that using the Uchigatana and a spear would be better than the Uchigatana and the blade we have, because the spear does something different than the Uchigatana, which is provide guard break and focused narrow attacks. So I'm gonna rock and roll with that guy, I think. And it costs his soul, the soul of the rotted greatwood, as well as 1,000 regular souls. Neat.
Knows that 5 the
And he has nothing neat to say.
Now. Do not be
Hey, friend. Let's check out that, get rid of that. Check out the spear. Hopefully, it gives us slow roll. Look at that. Rolled in tendrils of rotting meat. Straight thrust, powerful thrust. Weapon art, just like most of the other spears, kind of striking almost like a Black Knight would, and then of course a block. The neat thing about spears, hey, look, that guy just first kindled. Hey, friend. You can block while thrusting. Unfortunately, brings us overweight. What can we do about that? I really don't like being in a medium rule, as it were, with a dex character. It's just not conducive to the gameplay style I want. I might take off the shield. Still slow. I think we need to be at 65% load to not have slow roll. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? How much does this weigh? 6.5. 5.5. The torch really doesn't do anything. The sellsword armor we might need to change out because of how much it weighs. If I want to use this spear, I mean, I did spend a great soul on it. I'll figure that out. Alright, a little bit of fashion souls over. I decided to, the way I want to regain my speedy roll is to switch over to the chest plate of Mira. Unfortunately, I really don't like the way that the helmet looks with this. It kind of looks like a bit of an asshole, but oh well, we'll go with it. Bring me back that fast roll and allows me to use the spear, which I'm happy about. I'm going to do a little bit of leveling up, talking to the rest of the Desidens, and then we'll get to it. And we're back. Hey there, guys. So, after all that fun jazz in Firelink Shrine, we are now prepared to move out, not quite yet down the road of sacrifices to the Crucifixion Woods. God, the naming conventions are ominous and somewhat spooky. Not so spooky. But we are going to head back and explore this area a little bit more thoroughly, since I didn't get the chance to last time. I was out of Estus and I ran away like a little bitch. So let's get it on! Right, spear's not so bad yet. That's two-handed to get a little bit of power. Those guys are breathing flame now. Let's... Oh, okay, good damage. Similar stamina profile. Ooh, nice. Uppercut attack off the roll. A similar stamina profile to the Uchigatana. Oh, I like that though. With a interesting shield-breaking weapon art. Though for these guys, I think the Uchigatana is the right choice to deal with them, since it has a bit more damage, a little bit more guard break, a little bit more poise breaking. What had me concerned last time was the red-eyed variant of the Birdmen to the side there. He's guarding currently the pathway around there. I don't think there's any actual way up there besides dropping down previously where we saw that orange soapstone just here. So let's take that. Try below. Oh boy. Alright, so here we are. Took a little bit of damage. Can take a bit of a drink because I like to play it safe. Is that a dog? What is that? Also, I took off my shield, so we are all DPS now. There is no defense component to my build. Oh, there's another one. Oh, I'm so shocked and surprised. Oh, is that a... Oh dear, I think I just ambushed a mother and a father dag. Oh, mothers, are you gonna have some babies? Because that's disgusting, and I don't want to have any part in that. Braille Divine Tome of Karim. A Braille Tome? Alright, curious. It's in the key items section. Learn high miracles of Karim. A sacred Braille tome from Karim filled with advanced miracles. Filled to the Barim. Give to a storyteller to learn advanced Karim miracles. In the Way of White, there is a tradition of placing great faith in the words of the blind, and Braille tomes are not unusual. Interesting. I don't think we have found our storyteller or our cleric, or, you know, our clerical... He's got an arrow in him. Our clerical vendor yet, but the staff we found previously from one of the birdmen described him as a storyteller, like a heretic storyteller. So perhaps those are the names for the clerics now, storytellers, and their catalysts, or their miracle tokens are storytelling. Morn's Ring. That looks immediately similar to Gargoyle Knight or Dragon Knight that we saw earlier. Boost miracles. A malformed ring given to the Knights of Karim boosts miracles. Morn served the goddess Katha and later became an apostle of the Archbishop. They labored together to provide comfort to the suffering. So this is a ring, the name comes from a saint, as it were, Saint Morn, who aided the goddess Katha. This ring was given to the Knights of Karim, so one could infer that Gargoyle Man is a Knight of Karim, and perhaps his duty was given to him by the Way of White or by his organization to bring the Firekeeper to the shrine. For what purpose? We still do not know, but clearly he believes that she has failed in her duty as a Firekeeper, that she is broken in some way. And I guess that wraps up exploring this section. That was a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be, but some cool items. I mean, primarily related to miracles and not something that I'm going to be using all that much. But, hey, they're there. If you want to play a miracle build and you're thinking, man, where can I get some boost to my miracles? I'm having a hard time. Right there, guys. Right there. Top tips.